Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here for another edition of Blogs with Boilon Friday. Now, yeah, some people may be surprised that I'm even doing a video today after yesterday's news, and for those who don't know what's going on, I just wanted to let people know that my grandfather has officially passed away yesterday afternoon, and so, I put out some details and some announcements related to that and how it might, how it might affect the channel going forward a little while, and that my time may not be as abundant as it typically has been or is day to day. So I want to thank everyone who has expressed their condolences and who's DM me on Discord and whatnot and left messages on YouTube. That's really nice. So thanks for that. And I probably won't have as much time to reply to everyone as I normally would. So don't take that for that I don't appreciate all of you, but I do. So let's get started with today's blog post, though. And before we do, really quickly, I do want to let people know that they have more or less fixed the milestones for the events that has launched recently. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that is the Forces of Nature milestone. There were some issues about where to get the fragments for this. So they are now available in your Alliance donation boxes, the first 4 boxes. It actually doesn't even require you to get to the 5th box, which means you don't need to core if you don't want to, as long as you can reach that 4th box, which requires 24 people donating 10k gold. Now, if you don't have 24 people, then you may need to donate cores to get there, but you do get about 8,000. I believe 8,000 or so currency per day. This is including the free claim. There is a free claim as well. So if you do this every day, plus the daily objective now gives 4,000 fragments as well. So you should be able to get up to the 40,000 over the 4 or 5 days that it was supposed to have run. So if there's a problem if you can't, but otherwise everyone should be able to get there. Now, as far as shopping spree goes, other than the gold orbs, of course, how you get through the milestones is there's been daily offers, at the bottom of the offer section. In fact, we'll take a look really quick right now, just before the blogs and what they're offering today. Yesterday it was raid credits, so today it's gold. So you spend 500,000 gold and you get 8,000 shopping spree points. Now, or you can spend 2,000 war credits and get the same thing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do both. Now, I would say get the war credit one first, and then think about the second one. If you don't want to spend the 500,000 gold, then you don't have to. It's just an additional way. I'd rather spend 500,000 gold than 500 power cores that it was yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and do this anyways, even though I don't really need the training modules. I'm just going to do it for the shopping spree milestone points. So just take a look here every day, and you should be able to get a little bit further on that event. They've also fixed the ISO 8 milestone energy thing online, and so that is back to the 10 points that it was supposed to be. So I think that's a fix for pretty much all the events. Really, what this tells us is that there should not be this many events going live on the same day ever again, really. But hey, but otherwise, let's jump on over to the blog. So we have, I was forgetting Gwenpool. I know who this is, and they're using what we said. I don't even know if that. I think this is what we termed it to be, the new warriors, because that's honestly what I've been calling them. And yeah, I mean, as a character, I think she's pretty cool. I have read the comics, some of the comics that she's been in, especially the West Coast Avengers. There was an issue of them that she was in, and that was cool. But this is also going to be a Cosmic Crucible team, so don't forget about that. Now, she is going to be the 5th member, of course, coming after Firestar. So this will be probably into next patch. So keep that in mind as well. Basically telling you that you want to have her, probably, because it's going to be important in getting those Quicksilver shards, right? Just like they said about Masters of Evil. Possess the tools to dispose of Wakandan teams. The new warriors' combined skills make them the perfect squad to take down the lethal tangled web of... Oh my god. The fact that they're even advertising this as such makes it actually scary. And my thoughts are that maybe this might carry over into the next season, or like the next, when Gwenpool is actually there with the new. They're just selling us a solution. This is the same as Alliance War with the frustration that was Heroes for Hire, and now they're doing the same thing with the new Warriors with Firestar and Gwenpool. But hey, that's just how things are. Now, if you haven't taken a look at the Firestar kit, it's there. She does have an additional 50% accuracy kit thing. Now, it's not 100% though. So I'm wondering what Gwenpool has in her kit. So we'll take a look. If you want to take a look at her lore, though, she's up here, and you can see that for yourself. So Gwenpool is a brawler for the New Warriors and also supports the City trait. So this could be important going forward because if she is a very strong character, this could be an additional character that you might want to bring up for the City lane. Also because Cloak and Dagger are also of the City trait as well, for things like Dark Dimension 6 that's on the horizon in the not-so-distant future. Her high health and resistance stats makes her a durable brawler who can dish out punishment as well, is the battery for the New Warrior allies who have a charge mechanic, Deathpool and Firestar, allowing and also I believe the Firestar is also a City character, so that's actually everyone except for Deathpool, allowing Deathpool to use her instant death mechanic and giving Firestar a free attack each turn. Part of this makes me wonder, is this to set Deathpool up to one-shot Spider Weaver? So Hero City Mystic Brawler. Okay, so she's a Mystic. A lot of this team is actually, the entire team is Mystic, except for Firestar. So, rest in peace, Mystic Gear. Basic attack. Clear all barrier on the primary target. If the primary target had barrier, bury yourself for 30%. Okay. If primary target did not have barrier, instead 15%. So she gets a little bit more if she's going up against people that do have barrier. A lot of the teams in Cosmic Crucible tend to do so that they're using. Attack primary target for 380. Apply defense up for 2 turns to a random New Warrior ally that does not have this. Now, what I do like about this, just right off the bat, is there is no Cosmic Crucible text. So this is viable outside as well. This part only to New Warrior, but could have some Dark Dimension 6 benefits. Let's go to the special, which is a 7 out of 7. Available on turn 1. Attack primary target for 300%. Chain to 4 adjacent targets. So this sounds like a Deadpool attack. Flip 3 positive effects to negative effects on each target. So it's a better. Gain taunt. Alright, interesting. So she's like a de facto brawler tank then. Kind of like Miss Marvel maybe. Apply 3 deflect to self and all New Warrior allies. This is a lot of text. On Crucible offense, flip stealth on each target. Gain immunity. Fill her speed bar by 70% and 1,000% extra focus for doing this. Can chain to stealth targets, but the counterattack does break this chain unless you have the full team, in which case it's not, but only in Crucible offense. So keep that in mind. So that's a fair bit of text and a good amount of text that is actually specific to Crucible offense. The 300% seems kind of low, I think, unless her damage stat is very high. So we'll have to see about that one. The ultimate rocket jump, available on turn 2, an AoE for 550% damage. Clear all negative effects from self and all New Warrior allies. Okay, so I like that that's not like Crucible specific, but on Crucible offense, apply safeguard, defense up, speed up to all new. This is crazy amount of buffs. And characters killed by this attack cannot be revived. So one thing is that unfortunately this is subject to Crucible only, and B, is it gonna kill them? It says cannot be revived if they've been killed. Is this enough damage to get them killed? And that's gonna really depend on how much damage that Gwenpool actually does, both in, well, I guess in Crucible. I was gonna say out of Crucible as well. But that might be relevant to how useful she is in other game modes, or in Dark Dimension, or whatever you want to do with her. Passive editorial sight on spawn, applying 1 evade up to a max of 5 to self and all New Warrior allies, so some good survivability in all game modes, actually. On Crucible offense, on spawn, apply +2. On chargeable New Warrior ally turn, apply +1 charged. Okay, so that's going to be on Firestar and on Deathpool's turn. They get +1 up to a max of 5 to that ally. And on Crucible offense, it's an additional, so it's 2 charged. 1 outside of Cosmic Crucible and more in Cosmic Crucible. So that's pretty interesting, because this could make her maybe raid viable alongside Deathpool, because that means you're going to get the ultimate to fling off way more frequently in raids for those who are still using this team. I don't know if this is going to bring them back into the meta for raid, because a lot of people have dropped Cloak and Dagger at this point. And then +1, so there you're getting it's a lot. 2 charge per turn. 2 more charge per turn. On Crucible offense. So that ultimate is going to come up really quickly. When this character drops below 50% health, if this character has taunt, heal for 40%. So the survivability mechanic, this is pretty normal. And then 50% armor to herself and the team. But in Crucible offense, 40% more health and 50% more accuracy. So that's where it is. is that you're getting 50% accuracy from Gwenpool and 50% from Firestar, with a total of 100% accuracy for the entire team, meaning that Spider Weaver does absolutely nothing. So those chars that she has is going to be meaningless because everyone's going to have 200% accuracy, which is going to overcome that passive. So yes, they've made it so that you actually have to have both of them geared up. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Firestar is going to be going live next Friday. Every single Friday, it seems like they've been giving us a new character. We should have Quicksilver today. Actually, in fact, if my game's even updated properly, which it hasn't because I haven't restarted, but we'll do that while I'm still covering the blog post anyways. So this is going to be next Friday for Firestar. She will be available for Power Cores. I like how they're telling us that now. Fire in the Sky, they're doing basically an identical milestone, like a paid milestone. If you unlock her early, then you can get some milestone progress for this by leveling her up and gearing her and stuff like that. Bust open lighted up orbs. Okay, yeah, if you want to open up her character orbs, you're going to get additional points that way. They're just telling us how to do the milestone, basically. I don't care about that. Let's move on to the events. Masters of Judgment is coming back. Now, this is the Cosmic Crucible thing. This looks probably identical to, what we had the first time around. So this is the second time that we've had this Masters of Judgment, so I'm not going to go over this too much. But the Immortal Invaders... This is the event that's going to be live next week for World War II Iron Fist, and that's going to be on Tuesday. So I will hopefully get an event video out on Monday, the day before, because that's normally what I do in terms of being able to do this. Now, you're going to have to collect Immortal Ally Orb Fragments by battling in Blitz. So yes, we are bringing back the Blitz, the crazy blitzing sort of character events, the Kangs, the Dark Beasts, the what have you, right? That you're going to be able to get fragments, open up those orbs, and you're going to get Iron Fist shards. Now, there's going to be some additional other ways to get shards and orb fragments for him, though, as well. And so we're going to have these additional other milestones. Immortal Invader milestone. This is like the main milestone, I guess. So you're getting points from collecting the fragments just flat out. It's a 7-day event, and there's going to be some character shards in here. So supposedly. So let's take a look and see. Where are the Immortal Iron Fist? I spy with my little eye no Iron Fist shards. But I do see the event item at 61,000 points. You do get a 1-to-1 for ratio from orb fragments from Blitz wins, and so this is just solely an orb fragment milestone, but I only see the event item. I don't see any Iron Fist shards in here. I'm pretty sure it said. Oh, it's just talking about... Okay, never mind. It's like 100% the fragments then. It's not character shards in the milestones. Maybe I misread that. So, clips of Kunlun milestones. Spend power cores. Oh, dear lord. I just did this recently, actually. I don't have a lot of power cores left over. So, that's not going to go well for me. This is an additional 7-day milestone. You can get a 5 red star cloak. And I see just right off the bat that there is some other character shards in here. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So, 1 power core is 1 point. So, keep that in mind. So, you're probably not going to get too high on this. However, here at milestone 5, 700 points, you do get 5 cap shards. 5 cap World War II. So new cap. 5 more new cap. 5 more new cap down here at 1,700. And you need to spend 2,000 power cores if you want that 5 red cloak. 5 red star cloak. Now, after that, it doesn't seem like there's too much more. Like, if you want to spend 3,500, you get 10 more cap shards, but realistically, that's about it. So there's a total of 25 World War II cap shards up for grabs. Otherwise, it's all about the Immortal, the Iron Fist orb fragments here. But if you're blitzing a lot, then you don't really need to spend the power cores to do this. We'll analyze this, though, on Monday when we do the event for this as well. But realistically, I'm probably not going to go that far. It's really going to depend, obviously, on how many power cores you have anyways, and what kind of value you get out of pushing these extra milestones. So we'll break that down on Monday. Back to the rest of the blog, though. We have the Fist of Rage web milestone. This is going to be spending campaign energy and ISO 8 campaign energy. Interestingly enough, we have the exact same type of events going on right now in game, where you're spending both of these energy costs. So you're not going to be able to prepare too much for this. But again, if you look inside of it, that there is some Iron Fist fragments. There's not a lot, because they're kind of like here. There's like 250, and it's a 7-day milestone. It's not a daily milestone. Or is it a daily milestone? Oh, no, it is a daily milestone. It just repeats. Yeah, so it is a daily milestone. 250 Iron Fist frags here. 500 here, 500 and 750 and 2000. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You need to spend 2,800 energy total over both energies in order to complete this. That's probably not viable, but this 2,000 would be. So you'd have to push a lot more if you want to get this 2,800 point milestone, but the second to last should be viable. So we'll talk about that again on Monday. New recruits. The current New Warriors lineup of Cloak, Dagger, and Death will get the... Oh, yes, sorry. This is the quick rumble for next Friday. So, again, not going over this too much here. Alliance War rewards updates. We knew about this. New orb, sorry. This is the teal war orb that's really outdated at this point. More slots to the war store. This might be okay. And then more rewards in general. Okay, so the teal gear war orb. The center pillar will exclusively drop 60... I was really, really disappointed with this because I don't need any gear tier 16 minis anymore. I guess it will be good for other people who do, but I don't. Like, I've moved exclusively on to gear tier 17 minis, and I think this is really late and really disappointing, so I'm not going to be engaging with this very much. But the war store slots, they're adding 3 additional slots, 6 slots, actually. So 1 for catalysts, 2 for mixed gear, so origin pieces, and 3 for unique, so that's good. This is actually better than the orb coming, because every day I'm looking at my store, I'm like, what do I buy? Victory and defeat rewards are also increasing. Doesn't say for how much, but hopefully that will be changing pretty soon. Hand Meat Fist. Oh, the Invader, the Immortal Iron Fist World War II Showcase event will be on April 26th as well. That's going to be next Wednesday when his event starts. We already know about this. I'm not going to go over this again in terms of the characters that you need for this, and the rewards are pretty good. It's going to be pretty similar to the other ones. Character availability, though, we do have Cap World War II in the orbs on April 27th. Now, this is completely bypass Kang, but I think they're wanting to keep him exclusive. He's probably going to be the next premium orb exclusive, which is why he's being skipped. That's pretty much what I think at this point. It makes sense, and I think this is the sort of pathway they've done before when Icarus and Cersei were continually skipped in the orbs at that point. Actually, no, they may have been included in the orbs. I don't know, but I think premium orb exclusivity is probably what's going to happen. The Elite Store, 7th Red Star for Archangel. Nobody cares about that. And Quicksilver will be added to the Elite Store at some point down the line, but up to 3 red is from what I understand, so I would keep an eye out for that. Union Jack will also be on the horizon. Again, no dates listed, but yeah, that's what's coming. Free Claim Friday, I forgot about that. Make sure you go click that and grab that. There's going to be 5,400 currency. That's the same amount as normal, some gold ore fragments, and some raid credits. Strike Pass Season 3. Icarus and Cersei in the Strike Pass. I still don't have a 7-star Icarus, so hey, maybe I'll be getting even closer for that. We have a Morbius Blitz on Monday. We have an Ebony Maw event that nobody cares about, and a quick rumble. And of course, everybody, what is it? Everything is subject to change because you never know with so many event details listed in here how many of them are actually going to be right when push comes to shove when the events go live. Otherwise, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about Gwenpool coming to the new Warriors? Are you going to be building up this team to counter that frustrating Tangled Web Eternals room? I don't know if I'm going to bother because I don't know if I have the resources, frankly, but we'll have to see as time goes on, and also what other characters are coming next patch, because that's going to be very important in deciding whether or not I'm going to do anything about that. But otherwise, enjoy your weekend, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.